The federal government has reiterated its commitment to the provision of adequate infrastructure to power the nation's economic development. Minister of Information, Culture and Tourism, Lai Mohammed, disclosed this while inspecting the Ilorin-Jebba-Mokwa Road. The minister said the government has a mandate from Nigerians for the provision of infrastructure and will not fail. Let's take a listen.
The Ilorin-Jebba Road in Kwara State is part of the Lagos-Algiers Road called the Trans-Sahara Roads, which cuts across the west and north of Africa. The Ilorin-Jebba section is only 93.6 kilometers long, and this road connects the southwest geopolitical zones to the northern part of the country. The traffic on the road is heavy in volume, and a substantial part of the traffic are heavily loaded trucks due to the import and export of goods through Lagos port. The average daily traffic for trucks only on the road is about 7,500, while light vehicles accounts for about 7,000. However, most of the vehicles abandoned the road before the rehabilitation took place. The Baale of Bode Sadu in Moro local government area of Kwara State, Bola Yusuf, commended the federal government for the reconstruction of the Ilorin-Jebba Road.
We appreciate it a great deal, and we want to assure you that people in this community will do all they can to protect this. We see it as a very important asset, and we wish your government we have tasted and we are still tasting the beginning of democracy, and it is an interesting which will continue. It's terrible. You couldn't do anything. I mean, I practice law in Lagos. You couldn't do anything. You can't come home at will. Our market closed down because people were not secure. They couldn't come. There's a big cattle market here. We have our local market here. People can't just do anything.
The road, which was constructed over 30 years ago, was abandoned by motorists for about 10 years due to its complete collapse. Trucks which had no alternatives were spending 3 to 5 days to transit this 93-kilometer road from Ilorin to Jebba before the intervention of the federal government. Currently, completion period has been extended to 28 December 2018. The scope of work includes but not limited to road works, which are clearing, earthworks, scarification of works existing asphalt surfacing in cracks and rotting, construction and extension to existing culverts and backfilling of culverts.
The road has been completed, 100% completed by the contractor. The contract was awarded at the contract for a cost of 14.579 billion naira, and the contractor has been paid. So, and you can see the road has been completed from the beginning to the end with road signs, road markings as well. Where you proceed, you will see. So, and the quality of work is whatever international standard. So it's comparable to any quality all over the world.
The surface was undulating and there was a lot of failure at this particular location. What we did here, the remedy was that we excavated up to 0.6 meters. And after the excavation, we reinstate it with boulders. After the boulders, we lay our stone base, our binder course, and our wearing course. That is on the carriageway. Subsequently, on all, we have about 38 fell sections from here to Mokwa, where we stopped. And the shoulders also, we have reinstated them. We have also built 2-cell, that's one number 2-cell box culvert. Remember, there was a time that they said another bridge has collapsed. The layman doesn't differentiate between a culvert and a bridge. It wasn't a bridge. The bridge is at Tatabu. This road was terribly bad, to a point that minister said some vehicles spend about 3 or 4 days. Some, they spend 1 week or 2 weeks.
With the rehabilitation of the Ilorin-Jebba-Mokwa Road and the reconstruction of the Tatabu Bridge in Niger State, the volume of traffic is directly contributing to reviving the economy, with large amounts of goods and services being ferried from the west to the northern part of Nigeria. And for the minister, it is in line with the administration's promise to provide infrastructure. Since the kickstarting of a nationwide tour of federal government infrastructural projects in May 2018, the minister has inspected about 10 federal government projects, including the Lagos-Ibadan Standard Gauge Rail Line, Lagos-Ibadan, Oyo-Ogbomosho, and Port Harcourt Expressways, and the Second Niger Bridge.